Jay the Handyman here, and I want to show you how to change. You can't see it because it's in bubble wrap, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Bye. So what had happened was my significant other had broken off the knob from the oven. Well, stove. The stove knob. And it's quite complicated knob. But anyway, here's the other piece. Right there. Just snapped off. Okay, so we will open this up for you to see what it is. Now, the first thing when somebody breaks something is you want to keep all the parts together, and that's just what we've done. Here's the knob. Now let's see if it fits on our new switch. And as you can see, it fits. Sugar nuggety. First things first, we gotta, well, first you gotta clear out the oven. Well, heck, you don't really need to take this out, but you need to take the stuff off the oven and move stuff away from it. Then you gotta pull the oven out. Now I'm gonna pause this video so you don't have to watch that. Now after you pull out your oven, you want to make sure you unplug it. Safety first, alright? I'm gonna put my foot on this sucker and pull it out. Just kidding. Once it's unplugged, you might want to wait 10 or 15 minutes because some of these machines will have power still in them because they have capacitors or batteries. And just let it rest, 5, 10, 15 minutes. Okay, so the oven's pulled out now, and you can see there's an access panel on the back, and there's a 1, 2, there's 2 of those on the other side, and that makes 5. It's a total of 5 screws to take out. Now we're going to take out them screws. They're standard, well, Phillips head, whatever, cross tip, whatever you want to call it. So we'll get to it. Now that all the screws are out, we just open up the back panel, and it's like entering the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or the Chocolate Factory. And it is so complicated in there. Look at all these different colored wires and stuff. We're only concerned about this switch right here. And since there's no power going to it, I can touch it and it won't shock me. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Also, there are 2 screws in the front of it. I have to remove those to get it loose, so I'll do that now. So I got the 2 screws out the front, and as they say in France, voila. So there's your pain in the butt switch that breaks. And there's the part that doesn't look fixed yet. It kind of looks like a face though. Hello, I'm the switch that's a pain in the butt. So as you can see, the back of this is almost, well, it's identical to this one, only I have it upside down or something. Let's see. Yeah, it's identical. So all you do is do a 1-for-1 wire swap. You don't ever want to take your wires off until you have your new part, because then you won't know where the heck they go. Or you could take them off and label them, but that's too complicated. Just leave the part on until you have your new one. I'm going to pause this movie. And it's important to note that these wires have never been removed from this oven, so they take some wiggling and prying to get off. So get to wiggling. So when you're wiggling, sometimes they become loose, and there's no shame in taking a pair of pliers and squeezing them a bit so that they'll fit nice and tight on your new switch. Now we put the screws back in. The front. Looking good. Next we install our knob and check for range of motion. Looks good. Now before I put everything back together, and after all my wires are all safely secured, and I know I'm not going to be a dummy and put my fingers in there, I'm going to go ahead and plug her in. And then I'm going to test her out. Test out the oven. Alright, so we got high in the center. And it's coming on. And we got high in the center and the outer. And they're both coming on. You can see the outer and the center burners on. Looking good. Now I'm going to unplug it again just for safety. And I'm going to wait 10 minutes and put the back on, which is pretty self-explanatory. Which 5 screws. And we'll be done. And it's all back together. Just plug it in, move it back, and you're good. This has been Jabari Ray with another do-it-yourself project. From my home to yours, have a great day.